Question is coming to the Premier, Speaker. The Premier doesn't seem to be taking bribery allegations very seriously, so let's look at what the people outside the legislature are saying. And I'm going to quote from the Toronto Star. Premier Kathleen Wynne and her Liberal Party are digging themselves deeper into a political mess. Ontario will be rightly shocked by allegations from Elections Ontario that two party operatives, including her Deputy Chief of Staff, appear to have broken the law. Under these circumstances, both should step aside while the police investigation is ongoing. That's what the Toronto Star had to say. Is the Premier prepared to fire Gary Lougheed and Pat Sabera?
Premier.
Deputy Premier.
Deputy Premier.
Speaker, as I said earlier, the Premier listens to advice and then she has a conversation with her soul and lands on the right way forward, the principled way forward. I think it's a bit of a ironic, Speaker, or puzzling, maybe I should say, that the members opposite are pretending that they don't look after their past candidates. They don't try to keep their past candidates involved. I think it's a pretty well-established tradition that people actually might engage.
Stop. The member from Renfrew, Nipissing, Pembroke, please come to order. And also the Minister of the Environment. Let's carry on.
So there are many examples of this. Let's go back to 1998 when veteran MPP Floyd Logren, I'm quoting now from the Hamilton Spectator, veteran MPP Floyd Logren, the former Democrat finance minister, is calling it quits to accept a $120,000 a year government appointment. Now, who was energy minister at that time? None other than the interim leader of...
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, Mr. Speaker, a court would never take with what is in person's soul as evidence in any court case, but nonetheless, it's not just the Toronto Star. The Toronto Sun's editorial has had this to say. Sabera is now the subject of two active, ongoing investigations into the...
Stop the clock. Order, please. No extra comments. Please finish.
Sabera is now the subject of two active, ongoing investigations into the Sudbury by-elections. How can she possibly continue as Wynn's Deputy Chief of Staff and Campaign Director, is said by the Toronto Sun editorial. Is the Premier going to start listening to the voices outside this legislature and take responsibility as Premier and do the right thing and ask Pat Sabera and Mr. Lougheed to step aside?
Thank you. Deputy Premier.
Speaker, I have a feeling that we just saw history being made, because I don't think the NDP has ever before quoted the Toronto Sun editorial. So now, if they're taking advice from the Toronto Sun, it's a new day in Ontario, Speaker. So, I think it's important to go back to why would the Premier have chosen Glenn Thibeault to be the Liberal Party candidate in the election? Who is this man, Glenn Thibeault? And I think, I'm sure the member from Nickel Belt knows quite well that he is a man of enormous integrity, Speaker. He is a man who has dedicated his life to improving the lives of the most vulnerable people in Sudbury. Whether it's his work at the United Way, whether it's his work with Big Sisters, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, whether it's his coaching team, Speaker.
Answer.
He's engaged in helping improve the lives of people with developmental disabilities, kids with autism. He is a very fine man.
Thank you.
Why wouldn't the...
Thank you.